In this week's Parsha, we learn about the very dramatic encounter between Yosef and his brothers. Yosef finally reveals his identity to his brothers, and he says, "I am Yosef. Is my father still alive?" And then he says to his brothers, "Don't be angry at yourselves for selling me here to Egypt, because it was God that sent me here in order to ensure your survival and to sustain you and the whole family in this time of hunger." It says in Kabbalah that the Jewish people are also named Yosef. As the verse in Psalm says, Noah Katzon Yosef, that God leads Yosef like sheep, we are called Yosef, and that every one of us needs to be a Yosef. And just like Yosef sustained all the lands, the same is true. Each one of us has the power to bring sustenance and life to the entire world. But the question is, how is it practically possible for us to do what Yosef did? Yosef was the viceroy of Egypt, a superpower at the time, and he had the power to feed the world, but none of us can do it. What does that mean to be like Yosef? And the Rebbe gave this beautiful explanation. There's a principle in the Torah that the existence and life force that God generates for the world is dependent on our conduct and good deeds. And therefore, says the Talmud, and also brought down in the Rambam, that each one of us needs to view ourselves as having half merits and half negative deeds. And the same is true, we need to view the whole entire world as being equally balanced between half merits and half negative deeds. And that one mitzvah that we perform can tip the scale to the side of merits for the entire world. And you can actually bring deliverance and salvation to the whole entire world by tipping the scale to the good. And this, in this way, explains the Rebbe that each one of us can be like Yosef. By doing even one mitzvah, we can bring existence and sustenance to the whole entire world. Have a wonderful Shabbos.